And I'm back. So, after I recorded that first initial intro video, I went through the book and through the Bible and just took photos of, the front, the back, the side, some of the pages inside, a little video that I made that I'll put in here of what the book looks like and what it has, what it looks like with these wonderful illustrations and depictions in it, and the font and whatnot. And then, of course, the most important thing, the 1-year reading plan in the very back. So this is what it looks like. And as you'll see, I mentioned in the book, it says the reading plan starts on January 1st. And something I'm already learning, which I'm pretty sure I knew about chapters and verses, obviously just in terms of society using it. I've known and I've been familiar with that, but I made sure that I know how to say it properly. So the 1-year reading plan, so January 1st is supposed to be Genesis chapter 1 to Genesis chapter 3, verse 24, which when I had a look at how much reading that is, it's not so much that it's a lot of pages, it's that the language, of course, is more robust, and the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, I'm very curious and I love learning and I love wisdom, and this is, it's deep, right? There's a lot of information here. And so for context, it starts here, Genesis, and we go into all the way to up here. So about almost 3 pages to chapter 3, verse 24. So I wanted to share the fact that, as I mentioned, that I will be starting on September 1st, 2025, which is today, instead of January 1st, as it says, as recommended in the reading plan, because I'm a bit of a rebel and I don't like certain rules. And it's your life. You can read the Bible whenever you want. I just realized it's got these wonderful little marks, bookmarks, so that I can make note of where I am. I'm pretty sure I will have a lot of sticky notes and highlighting, and that brings me to my next point. I will be documenting this journey in written form on Substack. So that is where you will find my thoughts placed into the form of writing. And I will also be on social media, not a crazy amount or anything like that. It's going to be, the account's going to be listed below. I think it's called My First Bible, and which is very fitting. And so I just figured, for anybody else that's interested or anybody else that wants to follow along, please come along on this journey, if this is something that interests you. And the 2 other things I wanted to mention is, one, I'm a human being just like anybody else, and so this process is just a very pure, very down-to-earth process. There's not going to be crazy editing and sound effects and, anything visually crazy. It's just me chatting to the camera, telling you about what I read, reading the verses, telling you what I understood, what my interpretation is. And who knows, like I said, I'm very open to what this will develop into and the life it'll take. And so I don't have any kind of extensive rules or guidelines as I begin this process, because I know that will take shape and form as this process goes along. And so just expect authenticity and a down-to-earth demeanor and rapport with you, and no fluff, just another person. And the other thing I wanted to mention is the wonderful artist that did this, Melissa Abreu, and she is based out of Miami. I will mention her social media handle down below in case you're interested in having a custom Bible made for you, because it is something that she does. Yeah, in terms of anything else that I can think of, I will update you. I was thinking about going live through like streaming, maybe through Discord or something, but I really enjoy my peace and quiet in the morning. I enjoy stillness. I really enjoy solitude and taking in the information and really allowing it to sink in so that I can reflect on it, contemplate, have that introspective process and see what I think and the thoughts that come up for me and the realizations and the learning. So I will probably not be streaming every day, but I might do that process as I go along. And especially when I'm sharing my thoughts, like after I've read certain sections and maybe my takeaways, I might do a live stream for that. Otherwise, I will try to keep things succinct as possible. I want to immerse myself in this process as genuinely and authentically as possible, because it's what any kind of learning deserves and requires. And so I will share my reflections with you at some point, and I'll put them into a video format. And then, as I mentioned, I will be also making sure that I record the process and my own thoughts and how I reflect on this through my Substack channel, which you are more than happy to follow along with. And the only last thing is that I do have a job. I'm a regular person, just like many of us. And so I will do my best to figure out how to make sure that the videos are out every day so that you can follow along, because that's the point, that they're out every day, which is why they're not going to be heavily edited. I'm not, that's not my field, although I'm somewhat familiar with it, but they're just going to be very down to earth and grounded, and they're going to be about what it's meant to be about, just stillness and presence and learning and wisdom and expanding that knowledge and sharing it with others. So that is all I have for today. So I'm going to get to reading, and then the next video is going to be about what I've learned. See you soon.